Off. Here we go. I think we should be officially. We are officially live and boom. Yes. You know what? We're going to put this. Oh, yeah. Right here. Maybe we should turn this in. Let's put this closer. There we go. Oh, what a view. Look, we are officially live. Okay, let's start setting up. We're going to put this over here because we're going to be drinking that. Oof. And we're going to put this. Oof. What a good setup. I think we should be live. Ladies and gentlemen, for all of you watching around the world, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Hopefully, some of you, hopefully some of you not eating turkey still. And for a lot of you watching, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream. For all of you watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't hit that like button. And for all of you, I am not an actioneer, but I did just drink some coffee. And you know what happens when I drink some coffee? I talk a little bit quick. For all of you watching, let's make sure everything is, intact. Ooh, it's good. All right, we should be officially good, yes. We are good. Good to go. All I'm missing one thing, and the main thing will be right on the screen right now. For all of you watching, let's take that out. And there we go. Let's just place that over here. Let's place a couple of things over here that we need. Might need this, might need that. Might need our cutter. Might need this. Ooh! All right, for all of you watching around the world, first one in the chat room, good to see AM. Great to see AM. Also, April. Good to see all of you. You guys are awesome. Today on the stream, we are going to be doing, you've seen it, but you haven't seen the big boy. This is the big boy. My Father Blue. Yes. You see it over here, My Father Blue. And it is, yes. Oof. Total Gordo, 6x60. You're going to see. Anyways, point of matter is, that's not the only thing we're going to do. We're also going to be doing this beautiful beer. And for some of you, let me just show you the presentation of this fancy, very expensive. This is a $45 burr. $45 burr. And for all of you watching, yes, this is beer, but it is aged in bourbon barrels. You guys heard it before. And if you see over there, that is the whiskey. Those are the whiskey barrels. Just like that, just like the barrel we have in the back. You see the barrel we have in the back? All right, well, they ended up buying Goose Island. Here we go. Goose Island, yes. Goose Island ended up buying used up bourbon barrels from Heaven Hill, and the barrels were loaded up with that Heaven Hill, the Bourbon. So they ended up using those, and to do that, they bought up a bunch of them. Not only did they buy up a bunch of them, but now we have this presentation that's real beautiful. Not only is it beautiful, you can't open this unless you pop the seal. Made with our friends, right? With our friends. So you have to pop the seal. I don't think I've ever seen this open. Nobody on YouTube, I don't think, has it open. So we're going to do the official review. And for all of you, yes, I'm watching some football too. So for all of you, I'm watching the LSU Oklahoma game. And we're going to put a different game because there's a game that I need to see. Where's the game that I need to see? Vanderbilt, Tennessee. Yes, this is a game I need to see. Oof. For all of you watching, don't forget to drink your coffee. All right, if you don't drink your coffee, you ain't going nowhere. On the stream, we're going to be drinking some water, purified water from Public. Shout out to all of you. We're going to put the light on also so you guys can see. There we go. Put on the light on also so you can see. Shout out to all of you. So purified water we're going to be drinking. And we're going to be popping this open. So for all of you, look, man, I'm going to say this. Happy Halloween. Happy Thanksgiving. And happy, beautiful Saturday for all of you watching. Don't forget, always be part of the chat room. And you guys already know what time it is. All right. So let's pop this open. Don't know what to expect. Let's see. So I'll have to cut this open right here. If you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. Here in the corner, we need to hit those likes, baby. Hit them likes if you need some positivity. Hit them likes. Subscribe if you need that amazing content. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you're watching over your phone, tap a couple times. All right, so age 1 year, and then another set of 2 years aged, total of 2 years, I believe. On those. Looks, I can't wait to open this. Happy Halloween. Happy Thanksgiving for all of you belated. And I hope you guys enjoying this. Okay, so $45, $50 beer on deck. $50 beer on deck. Here we go. Okay, this is the first time I ever do this. Here we go. Good to see who that in the chat room. Okay, here we go. First time. I've never opened this, and I don't think there's anybody on YouTube doing this. Nobody on YouTube they don't got the funds to be buying a $50 beer. Wow, that's nice. That is nice. But where the beer at? I think it's in here. Here we go. Where the beer at? Here we go. Wow, wee wah. Wow, wee wah. That is real nice. That is nice. Oh, wow, that's nice. This is a $50 beer. This is a 2025 edition. Goose Island. This is Bourbon County, double-barreled. A stout made with our friends at Heaven Hill. And if you don't know Heaven Hill, well, Heaven Hill they make good stuff. You see the one in the back. That's the main one. But Heaven Hill makes Larceny. They also make Elijah Craig. And for some of you, look at that beautiful thing. Pikesville's another rye whiskey also they make. But a bourbon is what they use, okay, to age this beautiful, expensive beer. We're going to be reviewing this. And we're also going to be doing it with a stogie. My father stogie. Hit that like button if you haven't. But this is a big boy. All right. I need to pop this open. How the heck do I pop this open if I got no popper? Let's pop this open. All right, let's pop this open. Ooh, looking forward to this. Here we go. I popped it open. I'm looking forward to this. I feel invested. Here we go. I feel invested. Here we go. So here's the first look. $30 Cajones. $30, no, $40, $50, my bad. $50. I Heaven Hill Bar and Bond. They use made with Heaven Hill Bar and Bond barrels. All right, here we go. Let's load this up. I can't wait for this. I'm looking forward to this. Oof. I don't know what to expect of this, but it's smelling real good. Wow. I don't know what to expect of this, but it's really good. The cool part about this is you will need to close the top. Okay, close the top of your beer because it's expensive. Okay, so here we go. We're going to just close the top. First review on YouTube, I believe. Nobody has this. So the first review on YouTube is officially here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to place this over here just for now. Here we go. Let's nose this out one time. Wow. This smells like a lot of brown sugar and molasses. Wow. It also has that heavy So they use that whiskey barrel, the whiskey that we have in the back. They use that whiskey barrel in the back. So that whiskey, if you don't remember correctly, has cherry. And on here, it does have a heavy, heavy note of molasses, brown sugar, and almost like a little bit of a little bit cherry, which I'm going to say is very nice. And now we're going to load this up in the front. So we're going to place this over here. All right, we're going to place this over here. Okay, so now, here we go. Now we're going to open this up. Shout out to all of you. Hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. How many of you still eating that turkey? Turducken. Okay, so we reviewed this one last week, or this week, I believe, and it was nice. But this is the thing. This is a bigger one. Bigger one. Yes, bigger one. You know what they say in Texas? You go big or you go home, and I think that's what it is. But sometimes the bigger ones don't give you the exact flavor of the smaller size stogies. So for some of you that really want flavor, don't expect the big ones to always give you that flavor compared to the smaller profile stogies, okay? Anyways, we're going to put this over here. I want to try the whiskey. I want to try the beer already, right? I don't want to nick around. I don't want to nick around. I don't want to bush around. I don't want to be fumbling the bag, you know what I mean? So, before we do that, let's just pop this open. All right, here we go. Shout out to all of you. Hit that like button if you like this stream so far. Let's cut the tip. Don't forget, ladies, don't forget you always lick the tip before you start, okay? Always lick the tip before you start. Beautiful. Nice cut. Okay, I'm looking forward to having this. So for some of you, I need to make sure to see. For some of you, do you really like expensive beer? This is a stout beer. So I should definitely find some chocolates or coffee on here. And it's going to go great with a stogie that already has chocolate. And I believe last time I remember, this one had a lot of cinnamon for the smaller one. So here we go. First lick on here. Okay, first lick on here. Today is a Saturday. And I'm going to say this. You guys are awesome. Let's try this out. Let's make sure we know that this is a real doozy. If it's a doozy, we're going to say, Tennessee, what's up? Here we go. For all of you watching, shout out to Miami. I'm from Miami. So for all of you, 305, shout out to 305-954-786. 561. All right, here we go. Let's drink this up. Cheers, cheers, cheers. My Lord. This is the best. This is the best stout I've ever had in my life. Oh, wow. Oh, my Lord. My Lord. No, man. Oh, that's the best. That's the best stout I've ever had in my life. I'm going to tell you why it's the best stout. But before anything, look, now you know it's the best. I'm pouring more. I don't pour more if it's stanky. If it's stanky, I don't pour more. That is, wow, $50? Man, oh man, with the Stogie's gonna be insane. So far, so good. Let me tell you the notes, but before I give you all the notes, let me go make sure that I get because I have a cold one. I need to get a room temp water. All right, here we go. We're gonna line up this stogie. I'm just gonna say right now. I'm just gonna say this right now before I line this up. Before I line, this is the best. This is the best beer of it. I honestly, this is the best. I'm just gonna say. Wait a minute. Okay, I do kind of need to compare this with the best stout beer in the world, but I'm not gonna compare it here. I'm gonna just tell you which is the best. One of the best if you can't find this one because you don't want to pay. You don't want to pay. What is it? $50 I paid. So if you want to experience, some of the best stout beers, you can get yourself these beautiful Goose Islands. But the only thing is, you're not going to experience the same thing I'm experiencing with the drink that we're having because it's $50. So in that case, I'm going to give you the alternate, and this is the best stout beer in the world personally, to me, other than this one. If you want to really get a stout beer, this one over here is insane. It's from Poland, but there's a big comparison on both of these. Right now, I'm just going to say you have the best stout beer in the market currently. I'm drinking right now. I'm just going to say 10 out of 10. I'm going to tell you the notes on it while I'm tasting it, but this is, if you really want a stout, you don't want to break the bank, this is the best stout you could find in the market. I personally think, my personal opinion, think that stout, the one that I just showed you, is better than the Goose Island $12, $20 stout. But this one is no joke. This is 10 out of 10. Let me explain to you why this is 10 out of 10. Let's drink this up. That is insane. Oh, my Lord. Wow. Okay, let me just show you this. All right. So, let's explain to you what I'm drinking. Oh, shoot, this is good. Okay, so what are the main notes you get on this whiskey? Haven't hit a ball on a pond. You're going to get oak. You're going to get those classic bourbon notes. But the one thing that stands out to me always on here is a cherry note. If you like cherry, you're going to like this a lot. But this is a whiskey. You guys know. And again, why do you like this? Well, you like this because it's $50. But this is a whiskey. It's Bourbon. And you're just going to like just the flavors. And it's really, really nice. 100 proof, right? So what Goose Island ended up doing was they used the barrels of these beautiful whiskeys, Heaven Hill, Bourbon, and they use it in their beer. Now, what does that do? I'm going to tell you exactly what it does. Oof. I'm going to tell you what it does. Ladies and gentlemen, the best stout beer you can ever have is literally in my hand. Oh, my Lord. That thing is insanely good. Man. Okay. Molasses. A little bit of molasses. A little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of cinnamon on here. The cherry note is just exponential. It's honestly really insane. Really insane. Oak note on here goes really well. There's almost like a caramel note on here that goes with a brown sugar note on here. It is honestly insane. The chocolate note on here, it's rich and it's coating. When I say it's coating, I mean my teeth are coated up. You saw it, pour myself more. That is insane. Okay, over here, let me see in the chat room. We got a $10 super chat. Jay Hung. He says over here, happy Thanksgiving, Reaper. Spent my last 2 days in the hospital, or I would have joined the last few streams. Hope my Reaper fam had a good holiday. Jay, I'm going to say this, Jay. If anything could make you feel better, one thing is certain. There's something that will make you feel better, and I hope you enjoy this present that we all give you. For all of you around the world, we are going to be giving out a wrench here in this chat room. There is 2 wrenches that I planned on giving on this month, or maybe 3, but 2 wrenches confirmed. 1 wrench is going to be given in the next in the next probably 24 hours, but the current wrench I will be giving. Jay, thank you so much for the $10. And Jay, I'm going to say this right now. We were expecting you today, and that's okay. I hope you feel a lot better, and I hope that hospital visit, they give you all the things that you need. Jay, I'm gonna say this for all of you watching. It is very hard to get a moderator wrench in this chat room, but as long as you keep our community strong, you could get the wrench. Super chats do help. Appreciation do help. Everything you sent on the super chats helps a lot. Jay, I'm gonna say this right now. Jay, if you haven't already figured this out, Jay, on that wrench that you're given. Welcome to the Wrench Club, Jay. Welcome to the Wrench Club. And don't forget, as a wrench, all you have to do is when you're a moderator, you can time out people that are racist. The people that are racist, they don't need them here. You can let people talk all they want to. Freedom of speech is hard, but we do allow it on the chat room. You don't ban anybody, Jay. And another thing, Jay, if there's another man that likes you in the chat room, let it happen, let it happen. Just don't give too much attention. And for all my wrenches, they all know this. No timing out people that say dumb stuff, as long as it's not too racist. And for all of you, just use your wrench like if you were a manager at that Buffalo Wild Wings, Jay. Thank you so much, Jay, and I hope you enjoy the wrench. If you don't know how to use the wrench, all you have to do is click somebody you can see there, right there. So, Jay, I appreciate your help. He's always here on a weekly basis, and we need one more moderator, and the one more moderator, I think we already know who it is. If you don't know who it is, you'll figure it out throughout this week. Another wrench will be given out, and I do appreciate all of you. So, now that we cut that, Jay, I hope it made you feel a little bit better. Here we go. Let's pop this open and let's light this up. This thing is really looking insanely good. We're going to put this over here. Jay says in the chat room, thank you all. Seriously, I never expect anything, just the same love I sent. So excited to be part of the channel. Thank you so much, Jay. I'm going to say this, Jay. If you don't know already, Jay, he manages restaurants. And for some of you that do not know, that's hard to do. Manage a restaurant and be a moderator on a channel. But I do really prefer some of you to be, whenever you can be in the chat room, okay? Don't have to be every day, but if you're here every day, just like April, just like Farm Kitty, just like Hoodad, just like all of you, Edgar, AM, all of you, my wrenches, for all of you watching, you guys are amazing. Here we go. This is a good one, but we haven't lit it up completely. Jay, I hope you like that one. Here we go. You want to blow into this, okay? So I'm just showing you guys. You're gonna blow into this. You see how it's black? Just blow right here. Here we go. Taco. By the way, yeah, who that? I don't know if you noticed. Yesterday's stream, I ended up. I forgot that I had to do rice and vegetables. You guys could rewatch that stream if you have memberships. But the steak that I made yesterday, I'm still eating it today. It is so good. It's really good. I do suggest a lot of you to get you some New York strips. All right, let's light this up completely. Here we go. There you go. Officially lit up. Yes, that's gonna get nice and white. Beautiful. So far, very good. So far, very, very nice. A huge hit of brown sugar is what I'm getting. A huge hit of cinnamon. Mainly cinnamon on my lips. Mainly cinnamon. Very nice. And again, this is the big boy. There's nothing bigger than this one. This is 6x60. My father, blue. Super nice. One thing I'm going to say, we're gonna put that with. We're gonna put that with a drink. Say, hey, oh, cheers, all of you. Wow. Wow. Now with that, we're gonna have to put some more. We're gonna put some more over here. Woo! I just almost went over. Here we go. Let's review both of these together. Here we go. Beautiful. So far, the combination is actually really perfect because I am getting a sweetness on this beer. I'm getting a sweetness on this beer that honestly, there's no other beer that's actually as good as this one. There's no stout beer that has that perfect richness. You do kind of taste the whiskey influence, but you taste more of the oak that has the Heaven Hill oak. There's a certain oak that you can taste on this beer, and we're gonna go on and plunge that in. So here we go. Let's plunge that in. Cheers to all of you. Oh man, that's the best beer I've ever had. Best stout beer. Let me see the ABV. It contains one bottle. Let me see the ABV. Blue. There's no ABV. Where the heck is the ABV at? Okay, there's no ABV here. Let me see what the ABV is. ABV means alcohol content on here. It doesn't show. Let me see. Oh, it doesn't show. Volume, no. Somebody said in the chat room 12%. I don't know if this one's 12%. Contains wheat. Do you guys see what the percentage is on here? And again, this one is the Heaven Hill bottled and bond release. Somebody said 17.4. I concur. I concur. ABV over here. There we go. It's 17.4. Let me show you. Here we go. Let me just show you. Bottle bond. August 21st, 25th. And it says over here, ABV, 17.4% ABV. That means alcohol by volume, 17.4%. That means more than wine, more than a lot of you think. Double bourbon, double barrel stout. Man, this is the best stout beer I've ever had in my life. $50 for this son of a gun. By the way, Jay, for the super chat that we have on the stream so far, Jay, thank you so much, Jay, for the super chat so far on this stream. Somebody says in the chat room, very strong, very strong. As a matter of fact, you don't feel it. You don't feel it. I'm going to tell you more about it. $50, yes, $50 for this son of a gun. Expensive beer, $50 for this beer. Yes, yes. And if you guys haven't hit that like button, hit the like button. Here we go. Let's try this out with this. I only review the best. There's a reason why. There's a saying, right? You know the saying, Reaper Crew. You know what time it is. If you don't know what time it is, Reaper Crew, you know what time it is. Well, number one, I only review the best. So this is a $50 beer. We already talked about this. I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna go on and give you more notes on here that I can find here. Cheers, all of you. This is very strong, but you don't taste it to be strong. There's a creaminess. There's a poppiness on this. It's like a pop, almost like a Coca-Cola carbonated pop to it. There's a creaminess. There's a melted fudge in this. A melted fudge taste to it. Man, this is good. There's a little bit of cherry, like a Heaven Hill cherry. Beautiful Heaven Hill. Oak note on here. It's as perfect as any oak note you can ever find in your life. If there was ever if there was ever a beer that any man in death row should have, this would be it. This would be a death row kind of a meal. You have to have this. And for some of you watching, if you don't try this beer in your lifetime, you have to try this beer. I almost knocked it over. You have to try this beer in your lifetime. This is honestly the best $50 you can ever have. This makes Guinness taste like proper 12. I'm just going to say that right now. The Americans have done a heck of a job on this one. And I can say officially, with this, god dang, this is the perfect mix. I don't think that there's another perfect mix. Well, there is a bunch of other perfect mixes. But this one over here, right now, I don't get too much chocolate because there's a large amount of molasses, fudge. There's cherry notes on this. Here we go. Let's nut this one out. You have to have this. I'm just going to say this. A lot of cinnamon that this has. A ton of cinnamon. I'm starting to get a little bit of salty nut on here. And it's actually going good with this beer. Now, if you don't know, there is a little bit of a nuttiness on the whiskey, if you haven't noticed. Heaven Hill Bourbon has a little nuttiness, but you don't find a nuttiness on here at all. On this beer that is finished in a bourbon barrel, that is finished from those used up Heaven Hill, you would think that there's a nutty note, but there isn't. There isn't. This almost has like a... It almost has like a... There's a dessert that I have to say. What dessert is it? Hugo, let me try it out. This has a specific taste to it. I'm going to tell you exactly what it is because I had it like 3 days ago. If you don't know, Hispanics make a thing called flan. Hispanics make a thing called flan, right? And the flan, you can spell out Flan. The flan has a sweetness to it, right? Has a sweetness to it. And this had that sweetness. It's almost like a syrupy sweetness that flan has. It has it. So again, some of the notes that I'm getting, molasses, strong, but not too strong. Then I get that fudge, strong fudge, cherry, a little bit of cherry, a little bit of cherry. The sweetness is almost like a syrupy flan kind of a taste that gives this almost my teeth are just licked up with a little bit of sugar. And I'm just going to say, man, god dang, it's good. There is a chocolate note on here. Don't mistake the chocolate note on here. There is a very, very much of a chocolate note on here. All right, there is a chocolate note on here, but this chocolate is not a Godiva. This is not a Hershey's chocolate. This is a specialty chocolate that was made in the back alley of probably heaven. This is honestly Heaven Hill type of stuff. This is heavenly chocolate. If Jesus was ever to have his prophets make some chocolate for the world, we have it here. This is really honestly the best stout beer I've ever had in my life. That is the best stout beer I've ever had in my life. It almost tastes like there's milk in there. That is insanely insane. I honestly, look, man. I had what did we have yesterday? Yesterday I had a Bourbon County, one that was used. They used bourbon arrows too, but they didn't use Heaven Hill. Dude, this one used Heaven Hill, right? The one yesterday. By the way, look at the look at the presentation on this. It's beautiful, man. But $50, man. If you have the money, okay, for all of you, buy this. You only live once. 2025 only comes once a year, right? If any of you dummies out here say that 2025 comes 3 times a year, something wrong with you. But anyways, we're gonna put this over here. Look at the back. Well, maybe I should just keep it like this, right? So you can see the steps. Jay, I would say to Jay, if you ever try this, find this, Jay. This is not something to put at the bars. This is something you could take home. You pop it open to a certain day. Am I gonna buy another one? I'm gonna buy another one. This is God, this is good. This is like this is like the feeling of like this is like the feeling of trying steak for the first time. This is the feeling of let me tell you more of what this is the feeling that I'm getting. By the way, this stogie is honestly really it's ripping. It's ripping. So much cinnamon on here. There's so much cinnamon on here. There's nice cedar wood. The cedar wood is very nice. Cinnamon, cedar wood. A little bit of nut action. I'm not getting any chocolate here yet. Usually on the middle of this, I usually get chocolate. But this beer is, man, it's like the first crocodile you ever eaten. It's like the first filet mignon you ever eaten. It's like the first ribeye you ever eaten. It's like the first barbecue day you ever eaten. It's like the first titties you ever put in your mouth. It's like, honestly, this beer is like, for all of you ladies, it's like the first Louis Vuitton purse you ever had in your life. This is honestly, it's so good. It's probably like the first ever car you ever had in your life. You ever remember you bought some rims for your car? First ever time. Yeah, there you go. That's what it feels like. You ever bought some nice shoes? Nice shoes? Well, that's the feeling. The feeling is like you got brand new shoes. For all the ladies, you guys, these ladies, how many of you ladies out here, you do your eyebrows? It's like the first time they told you, look, you look beautiful. Well, what happened? What happened to you? Oh, I did my eyebrows. Well, guess what? That's like the first time you ever got a compliment. That's what it is. Honestly, this thing is freaking amazing. And as you can tell, look at how much I'm drinking of it. It is so good. This is better than any Godiva chocolate, any a special edition Hershey's, better than any M&Ms with peanuts in it. Ooh, man, this is honestly. And it has a cherry note and the oak note on here. Man, ooh, I think I'm gonna have some. I'm going to have some of this right now, but it's like the first ever time you ever tried a KFC. This is like the first time you ever had a Whopper in Burger King. This is like the first time you ever tried some fries at McDonald's. It's like the first time you ever got a 50% discount in Macy's. It is honestly insane. Wow, it's insane. This feeling is like the first time you ever seen your waiter drop a steak in Outback or a restaurant, and then you call the manager, and the manager gives you a free meal, but you don't eat it, but you still have that 50%, $50 coupon for the next time. This is just that feeling. It's so good. I'm not talking about this. This is like in the back end. The main thing is this. This is honestly. Now, the company that did in there, I'm just going to be transparent with some of you, okay? Before I'm transparent with some of you, let me puff this up. Okay, before I'm transparent with all of you, I'm just going to say on this stream, we're at $10 super chat on this stream. Shout out to Jay, $10 super chats on the stream. I'm not begging for money. I'm just telling you guys already know any funds that you guys sent throughout the months, it goes on to next month. And because of you guys, I ended up adding this to the show. I added this to the show today on a weekend. And currently, I still gonna say this. This is honestly the best stout beer on the market. There is no other stout beer that can impress this. There's no other cheap stout beer that is as good as this. The age on this is actually, it says perfectly aged. It is honestly, sometimes those are gimmicks. This is not a gimmick. The company didn't send me this for free. They didn't send me this for free. I'm just gonna say this. They didn't send me it for free. Guess who? Guess who? Guess who? People like who that? People like Jay, April, Farm Kitty, Edgar Romeo, Eric this month, William, AM, everybody that has sent big super chats this month, adventurers, you all are the reasons why we put these products, new products, for the world to see, right? For the world to see and to know what's good. Only bad thing about me doing this, okay? This is the only bad thing. The bad thing about me doing this is it gets sold out in the stores. Right when I talk about this, it gets sold out. So I don't get to, once I do a video, if I don't go buy the product that I'm talking about, it's gone. And at that point, then I don't have more. Sometimes gatekeeping is good. So for any of you that gatekeep, keep gatekeeping because you're gonna stay getting yourself some more stuff. And let's repeat this. I'm not saying gatekeeping. I'm saying gatekeeping with a T. None of you better gatekeep, okay? None of you better gatekeep. Gatekeep. Point of the matter is, who that? Who that? Her name is Fuck It 88. $20 super chat. Yes, favorite streamer. Favorite streamer. Who that? Thank you so much, who that. By the way, who that? This is brand new. I just want to let know. I want to let chat room know. Me and her talking right now. One of our great wrenches, one of our great supporters. So this is brand new. It just came out about I think 30 days ago, and My Father Blue. It's brand new. They ended up using. I just want to teach a little bit of who that about this. They use a different kind of wrapper on here. Usually the wrappers are not from Honduras. So this wrapper has a specific wrapper that's from Honduras. So the taste will be a little bit different than any other My Father Stogie. My suggestion to you, who dad, try this out, buy it. Try it out, buy it. You're going to see it's going to be a little bit different. I like to review different company stogies because I want to make sure we have our own stogies, right? I want to make sure you guys know what you're paying for, if it's worth buying. Every time you spend $15 on a product, or 40, 50, 100, 200, I want to make sure that you don't do what I do. If there's something bad, I'll tell you so that you don't buy it. And if you buy it because you think, oh, my review is bad, but you buy it and then you say, wait a minute, I just lost money. Well, you lost money because you didn't listen to me. Point of the matter is, who damn thank you so much for the $20 super chat. And I'm just going to say this. Oof, this beer is insane, insane, insane. By the way, Houdat, I just want to let you know, pro tip. I'm a sharp bettor. She knows already what a sharp bettor is in Las Vegas. She used to work in Las Vegas. I'm a sharp bettor, and I don't bet every game. So tonight, there's 2 games I'm looking at. One game will be the Alabama game. Shout out to Houdat. Shout outs to who that. And there's another game which I will not talk about. Maybe I will. But tomorrow will be the NFL. Shout outs to who that. When I do bet, I tell you guys to bet ahead of time. But tonight will be Auburn, Alabama. Alabama has a 5-point favorite. So for all of you, 5.5, I believe. Anyways, April needs to go for the opposite team of Alabama. If April wants Texas Longhorns to make it to the playoffs, Alabama needs to lose today to Auburn for Texas Longhorns, the college football team, to make it to the playoffs. Anyways, point of the matter is, you guys already know this is not a sports channel. No financial advice. Let's do this over here. The last bet that I did was the Packers. The last bet that I did was the Packers. I bet heavy, so it ain't little. It ain't little $50. It ain't little $100. I am above average. I'm a sharp better. Anyways, point of matter is, look, here we go. Let's drink this up. Let's drink this up. Go Packers. The Packers ended up winning a couple days ago. Wow. I got to put this. That's so good. It is so good. I did see the dog that rescued. Beautiful dog. That dog is so beautiful. So beautiful. Over here, who that says, I rescued a German Shepherd healer mixed puppy. He's soft and smart. My Frenchie are putting him in his place. I got to find him a home. You bet on college game today. The only college game that I'm going to tell you that I might bet on will be the Alabama-Auburn game. The only way in this world, I'm going to just say this right now, and I believe in what April's doing. April is lighting up some candles every single day, and she's praying to the devil, apparently, and it's working for her because Texas Longhorns, they got that devil thing going. Anyways, point of matter is the best team in Texas. It ain't Texas Longhorns. You guys know Texas has one team, and they all red. Point of matter is, I ain't going to say what team Texas, best team in Texas is. Okay? I can say the best team in Texas, but she knows who it is. But for some of you, here we go. Let's do this over here. It ain't Texas A&M. The best Texas team. Can somebody say in the chat room? They're all red. If you say in the chat room, the best Texas team in the chat room, I'll give you a shout out. They're all red. I just want to say this right now. All red. They're all red. Texas A&M is not all red. They're crimson red. There you go. Somebody said. Did somebody say it? Somebody said it? This Texas team is bright red. Bright red. Bright red. It ain't the Longhorns. It ain't the Longhorns. It ain't A&M. Texas A&M. Nope. It ain't Texas A&M. Somebody said Texas Tech. There we go. Texas Tech is the best. Texas Tech is the best team in Texas. And for some of you, I'm just going to say this. I do know that some of you believe everything I say, and I'm just telling you ahead of time. The best team, let me repeat again, the best team in Texas is Texas Tech. Okay? I'm sorry to say it, but I just got to say it, okay? Just got to say it. If Texas Tech goes to the playoffs, Texas, you got something. You got something. Anyways, here we go. The zoo's over here. By the way, who that? If you want to take a photo of the doggy, you can post it up in our community tab. Remember, all of you ranchers, you have a community tab you could post up photos in. Use the community tab as much as you want. Remember, it's a community. It doesn't mean that you had to post whiskey all the time. You don't have to post beer all the time. You don't have to post stogies. You can post whatever you want to. Just whatever you do. Don't be posting Cowboys, Dallas Cowboys. I don't want to see no Dallas Cowboys. And don't be posting, what are the team? I don't want you guys to post, well, New York Jets. Okay, don't be posting no New York Jets in the community tab, all right? Don't be posting no New York Jets. Jets, what does that mean? Jets, suck. We're winners out here. We're winners out here. Winners hang around winners, and they talk about winning stuff, right? Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? We're number one. By the way, I've been wearing my watch that, this is an old watch, but I love this watch. It's very, 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 very nice. Very, very nice. Somebody said in the chat room, what about them Packers? The Packers ain't from Texas. I'll tell you right now. Cheesehead. Here we go, let's drink this up. That is insanely good. I'm still getting the richness that I was getting in the beginning. This has to be the best stout beer in the world. There can't be a better stout beer I've ever had in my life than this one. I've had a lot of Goose Island stout beers, expensive. The most I paid for one was $40. So this one, $50, $50 for this one. It came out to $47.99. Oh, 47.86. So that's why I say it's $50. Oh shoot! We got a $50 super chat. We got a pink super chat. I love the color pink. All right, over here, $50 super chat. Emergency question. Local liquor store posted just now that they got their Blanton's Gold store. Buy it. Buy it right now. Buy two. Okay, I'm going to say this is an emergency. This is a big emergency. Jay, do me a favor. Go buy that son of a gun right now. Okay, buy two of them if you can. For all of you watching, that is a great price. Gold should be about $250. My personal opinion, this is what I would recommend you to do. I don't know if you collect, but you buy two of them. If you had the money to buy three of them, buy three of them. Okay? Now, there's a reason why I would tell many of you out here not to buy it, because maybe some of you don't have the money. But Jay has the money. And if he has the money, I would tell him to definitely buy it, because store picks come from one barrel. All right? One barrel. The best Blantons you could get, to me personally, is the gold. I love the gold. And for some of you that want to see the gold, I'll show you the gold. You guys want to see the gold? I'll show you the gold. How much did I pay for my gold? I paid $220 for my gold. $220 for my gold. Let me show you. I have a couple of golds, but I'll bring you one. Oof. Okay, here we go. Let me show you. For some of you watching, here we go. I'm just going to move this out of the way real quick. It's going to be an emergency because we have a member. We have a member that he's able to get a Blanton's Gold. Okay, so this is a Blanton's Gold. I just put it over here. He's able to get this for $169.99, but he gets a store pick. And if you don't know already, store picks are usually, honestly, really good. They're the best out of the best. Store picks are always supposed to be the best. Only time I could say they might not be the best if there's an Indian owner. Indian owners, I don't know what it is. The palate of the Indian dudes, they love spicy stuff. So I personally don't suggest, if you go to I'm not being racist, I'm being for real. Indian dudes like spicy stuff. Mexican dudes love spicy food too. But out of all the people I've ever met in my life, the Indian dudes, the dudes from India, they love their spicy food, who that? And Jay, they like their spicy food. So be careful out there when you buy any store pick from an Indian owner. Indian owner will have the possibility to taste every sample from that barrel. And if he tastes the spicy one, he'll like it. So the point of the matter is, this is Blanton's Gold. I'm going to show for some of you, especially Jay. I do know Jay. He sent a $50 super chat. Who Dan says spicy, but you know what? Having a spicy Blanton's is not a good thing. Having a spicy Blanton's to me is not a good thing. It's not, especially this one. This one has leather, tobacco, mainly tobacco on here. Last thing I want is a chili pepper on here. Hell nah. Anyways, this is what the bottle looks like. For some of you that don't know what the Blanton's Gold looks like. And, well, let's unwrap this real quick. Look at that beauty. Look at that beauty. Blanton's Gold, Blanton's Gold, Blanton's Gold. There it is, Blanton's Gold. Beautiful. Why do they call it gold? Because it's all gold. It's all gold. Look at that. All gold. All gold. Let's wrap this puppy up. All gold. And again, Jay in the chat room, $50 super chat. There's an Indian gentleman that owns a store near me. I asked him for his name, and he literally told me to call him Druga Man. What the hell? That guy's ripping. That guy's ripping some crazy Indian stuff, man. Some Indian spice. Limited one per person? No, Jay. Jay, this is what you do, Jay. Okay, if it's limited one per person, Jay, this is what you're going to do, Jay. Take two shirts. Take two shirts and take some sunglasses. Okay? Take two shirts, take some sunglasses. Go in the first time with some sunglasses. Okay, Jay? To get this. The first time you're gonna go in with some sunglasses, make sure you don't talk. Act like you got like Down syndrome or you're retarded or something. Like, just talk like if you're blind or don't even talk at all. Just go nah. Just do those sounds. Point them out, and then that's it. Don't even say anything. Right? If you sound like a monkey, that's okay. Second time, give it a couple of minutes. Stay in the car in the parking lot, 20 minutes or so. Change your shirt. Take off your glasses. Put a hat on. Okay, put a hat on. Jay, he says he's 6'7". Okay, start walking. Start walking like if you 5'7". Start walking like if you're 5'7". And have a hunchback in your back, okay? I'm just saying it right now. Just do something different. Wear a long sleeve shirt. Second time, go back and then talk like you're normal. But the second time, you're gonna talk just talk to them like if you're British or something. You're gonna be able to get two of these. Don't go for the third one. If you go for the third one, you're done. I don't think you're gonna be able to get the third one. One per, that's crazy. One per, what is wrong with them? One per? What do they think? You're going to buy a bunch of these and put it on eBay? They don't sell alcohol on eBay. Lord heavens. All right, anyways. You already sold this. Jay, just go back tomorrow. Nobody got the money right now to be buying no $200 whiskey. All right, just go back tomorrow. Just I think that's the best thing. One per day. Tomorrow you'll be the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Okay, you can do it tomorrow. You don't have to do it all today. Over here, Jay says, I'll show them the live stream and tell Reaper said to give me a second one. Yeah, tell him that I'll promote the store. Tell him I'll promote the store and then we'll fake him out. I'll say, I don't even know who Jay is. Yes, for all of you watching, here we go. But for all of you, I'm just gonna say is we don't promote stores out here. Just in case you own a store and you're watching this stream, I don't promote stores. All right, you guys are making enough money. Okay, if you own a store, you're making enough money. I don't promote stores because here's the thing: once I start promoting stores, I'm not gonna be able to get my own. I'm not gonna be able to get my own juice. I want more than one. I don't want one. I don't want two. I want a box. And this is the thing: if I start promoting stores, I'm not gonna be able to get a box. So I don't promote stores. It's an animal. It's an animal of me to be taking whiskeys from you, some of you. But you know what? There's a reason why my name is the Reaper, right? I reap it up. I take them because you guys don't want them, and I'll drink them. Unlike some of you out here, some of you out here actually collect. Collecting whiskey is a cool thing, but you know what? You know what's better than collecting whiskeys? Pokemon. Yeah, you collect Pokemon, you're gonna get a great investment out of it. What Pokemon card do I recommend all of you to invest in? I'm not telling you. What stock do I want you to invest in right now? I'm not telling you either. Not telling you. But one thing I will tell you, you better be watching that Alabama game today. You better be watching that Alabama game today, April O'Neil. You better be watching that Alabama game. Is this bright enough? Let me know. Is this bright enough? You can see, right? Who that says, has there ever been a whiskey you just hate? You didn't drink the rest? Yeah, there is. There's one actually from Texas that's just so bad. I forgot the name of it. If somebody could tell me the name of it, I'll tell you. I think it's called Charlie something. It's the worst whiskey you can ever put in your lips. Worst whiskey, Charlie something. Can somebody tell me the chat room? It's Charlie something. It's the most beautiful bottle. I made a video about it. 15-second video to help people out so they didn't waste their money. But people still buy it. I don't know why they still buy it. And when they get home, they regret it. Somebody said Charles Goodnight. There you go. Whoever said that, shout out to you. One of the worst whiskeys I've ever had in my life. In general, there's a lot of whiskeys I've had that are really bad. I don't even show it on the stream. It was a Texas whiskey. Horrible Texas whiskey. Charles, here you go. Somebody said, who was it? David. Farm Kitty and David, both of them. Thank you so much. I'll give you a shout out right now. Shout out to both of you. Charles Goodnight. One of the worst whiskeys you'll ever drink in your life. It's so bad that you'll want to throw up. You'll want to probably take a shower with soap in your mouth. Even the soap is not going to take out the nasty rotten peanut taste that whiskey has. It is so bad, I'd rather drink, maybe not even drink, I'd rather put my mouth on Exxon gasoline and spit it out, because I ain't going to drink no gasoline. It's straight dookie, man. Charles Goodnight, one of the worst whiskeys from Texas I've ever had in my life. But there's other places that have nasty whiskey. New York has nasty whiskey. Real nasty whiskey. I will not say the name of the New York whiskey. Nasty whiskey. The rat sewer kind of whiskey. Also, another one that's horrible, you've heard me say it, Basil Hayden, dark rye, gotta be one of the worst whiskeys you can ever taste in your life. You're better off stepping on some dark cherries and dark fruits and eating them off the tile floor than drinking some Basil Hayden dark rye. It's honestly gotta be one of the worst. I think for all of you, I don't recommend any of you to have that one. It's so bad. Whoa, Lord, it's so bad. It's so bad. Wow. That thing is so freaking bad. God damn, it's so bad. Basil Hayden dark rye whiskey. I think my diarrhea tastes better than that. Not that I've never tasted my own diarrhea. I'm just saying in general. I have a feeling on a good day, my diarrhea might taste better than Basil Hayden dark rye. Also, Canadian whiskey. Not all Canadian whiskey is good. Not all Canadian whiskey is good. I do know that a lot of people talk bad about Crown Royal. Crown Royal to me is meant for you to mix with a drink and make a cocktail, so I can't knock them too hard. But I'm not going to say any more companies out here. You guys already got it. And Jay, please get that whiskey. Please get that whiskey. God damn. I know if I was there, Jay, I would have bought 4 of them. And the owner would have given them to me. Because I'm the G. I'm the G. I don't know what it is, man. I talk my way through it. And then they go, no problem, Reaper. Your name's Reaper. I'll give you whatever you want. I don't know if it's my smile. I don't know if it's my smile. I don't know if it's just the way I talk. I make them giggle. I don't know what it is. I just can always find a way. I don't even know what to tell you. I always find a way. When I was growing up, my friends always said, how'd you do that? I don't know. What did I do? I didn't do nothing. You just made the guy just give it to you for free. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. But I always get my way for some reason. I don't know why. They always give me the stuff that I want. First time I meet a guy, treats me like if I'm Donald Trump. First time I meet a woman that's a vendor or something, she just sells me stuff that she doesn't even want to sell. Can I have your car? Yeah, sure. It's like, man, it's like I don't know, man. It's like I'm hypnotized. I hypnotize people, man. I don't know what it is. I hypnotize people. I'm a hypnotizer. But unfortunately, I couldn't hypnotize my way into doing this. I paid the $50, okay? I paid the $50. Is it worth it? Yes. Am I going to buy another one? Made without friends? Yes, I'm going to buy another one. This is honestly so good. I just can't believe I'm still drinking this. Because it is 17. It is 7. Look at this. I'm going to put more. 17.4% ABV. And let me tell you right now, if there's any hamburger that I suggest any of you to have, there's one hamburger out there I would suggest. But you have to like spicy. Who that likes spicy? Who that likes spicy? Say you like spicy. Who that? If you say you like spicy, I'll tell you what hamburger you need to get. Okay? I discovered a hamburger the other day. Over here, who that says, love spicy, spicy, spicy. Okay. So, the other day I was doing errands. And this is the problem with doing your stogies in the morning. I had smoked one of my stogies. Now, for some of you that do not know, I have my own stogies. And a lot of you have tried my stogies. You love them. Anyways, on this one day, I believe it was last week, I was smoking my own stogie. And by the way, we're going to take this off. All right, anyways, what I was saying was, last week, I was smoking my own stogie and I was having coffee with it. It was getting about noon and I lost track of time. I went to do my grocery shopping. And when I went to do my grocery shopping, when I went to do my grocery shopping, I was getting a little bit dizzy. If you don't know already, when you're doing stogies, never, 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 okay, never speed this process up. When you're doing your stogie, you gotta do some class. Enjoy your stogie, enjoy it, sit down, relax, have your drink. On that morning, I was having coffee and I was having a stogie. Anyways, noon came around. I had to do some grocery shopping. I ended up buying some water, 32 pack of water, so I had to move the 32 pack of water, heavy, heavy, heavy thing. All my groceries inside. I had to deal with people. Dealing with people sometimes is hard. When in the morning, point of the matter is, I got really dizzy. And I told myself, man, I gotta eat something. I looked around, I'm like, there's nothing to eat. But I did see Burger King. I saw Burger King and I said, you know what? I'm not going to eat Burger King. But I had to eat Burger King because I was so dizzy. I said, you know what? Let me go to Burger King. Freak it! Haven't had Burger King in like, I don't know how many years. 5 years. I said, freak it. The heck with it. The heck with it. So I went to Burger King drive-thru, and when I went to the Burger King drive-thru, there was one burger that was standing out to me. And this is for Who Dat. Who Dat says she loves spicy. There was one burger that was standing out to me, and I said, damn, what is that? The guy in the announcer said, which would you like? I go, let me have a number 2. If you ever go to Burger King, because I don't go to Burger King, but this one time I had to go, and I think it gotta be the best burger. I want to have it again. Burger King. Number 2 is a Texas, I think it's called the Texas Whopper, the Texas hamburger. Holy Lord, the Texas hamburger. It is spicy. They put spicy stuff in it. They put good spices. It's so good. I ended up buying first time in like years. First time in years, okay? Last time I had Burger King was before 2020, before 2020. So 2018 around there's the last time I had Burger King. Number 2. So Who Dat? Number 2. Order the number 2. It's called the Texas. I think it's called the Texas Whopper. I'm not sure of it. I think it's called the Texas. I just saw the picture. I said, give me that one. I want the Texas. By the way, Carl Jr., the guacamole burger is good, but it's better. Okay, it's better. But you have to go to a good Burger King. Not all Burger Kings are good. Remember, not all Burger Kings can hire good employees. So I would suggest you definitely go to BK number 2. Shout out to my chat room. I know some of you in the chat room watching. Burger King. Have that Texas burger. Try it out. Once in your life. I don't know when they're going to get rid of it. It's good. It's really good. Really amazing. Shout out to my chat room. I see you, chat room. I see you, chat room. Put this over here. Damn. That thing was so good. Oof. I think it had some cheese, jalapenos. It had pickles. It had everything. Had everything. Colorado. Thank you so much, Colorado, for sending a little appreciation in the chat room. On the stream, we are at $85. $85 on the stream. $85 on this stream. 85 buckaroos. Over here, Who Dat says you got to have the jalapenos. So they have the jalapenos in there. Woo! That burger's nice. Who Dat? You know what? Who Dat? I do know you probably don't go to BK. I don't go to BK either. Try the number 2. But it has to say Texas, okay? If it doesn't say Texas, don't get it. It should say number 2, Texas Grilled Whopper, I think it's called. This is better than Guinness. This beer is better than Guinness. Holy Lord. Anybody in Dublin, this is better. This is better than Guinness. Lord heavens, this is so good. It's so good. Yeah, but Who Dat? I'm just going to say this. Who Dat? Look, you know I don't go to BK. I don't go to BK. I don't go to Burger King. Holy crap. I want to even have it right now, man. Oh, that thing was so good. The Texas, I think it was a double patty burger with cheese, jalapenos. Oh man, some juicy. Had a juicy Texas sauce. Ooh, it's so good. Juicy Texas sauce. Damn. I think he even had mustard. I ended up putting a little bit of ketchup every bite. Oh man, damn. Wait a minute. Who did I just said with the Thousand Island sauce on the bun? Is that what it is? Is that what it had? Is that what it had? April, okay, I'm gonna say this. April's from Texas. April, buy that burger. Okay, you know I don't suggest any of you to go to fast foods. Okay, but I was dizzy that day. And I had to go, man. I had to go. They say don't go, don't go. I had to go, man. I should review that burger, man. I should. The worst burgers you can ever have in your life. White Castle. Las Vegas has White Castle burgers. Those White Castle burgers are for the rats. White Castle burgers. Nah, man. White Castle burgers are for the rats. Holy crap, they're for the rats. I don't suggest any of you to have White Castle burgers. They're for the rats. By the way, you know another place never to have a burger at? Never have a burger at. This is a place called the Cracker Barrel. Never have a burger from Cracker Barrel, man. It's nasty. Cracker Barrel. What's another place not to have burger? Well, White Castle. God, that burger from White Castle is straight dookie. But yes, what is it called? Cracker. What is it called? Cracker. Cracker. What is it called? Cracker Barrel. Man, never have a burger from Cracker Barrel, man. Crazy. April nasty. She says she wants some White Castle. Oh, that White Castle nasty stuff. Look, I show you guys the best. Never go to White Castle. White Castle's meant for you to just watch it in a movie. Have two dummies go looking for White Castle. That's it. That's all White Castle's good for. White Castle has to be the worst burgers. I can make better little burgers at home. Get some Hawaiian buns and put a little bit of Japanese mayo and put a nice boar's head ham, yes? I can make better little sandwiches than those White Castles, and I'm not even using burgers. If you come to Miami, there's a place never to go to. I think somebody out here is from some Florida. Popeyes. Popeyes has the great spicy. Ooh. Popeyes has a great spicy chicken burger. God dang, it's so good. Popeyes has to be one of the best. There's another hamburger joint out here in Miami that is just trash. Trash. I'm trying to think of it. In Miami, Dade County, there's a place called Dayland. Next to Dayland, there's a place called Popeyes. And in the mall, I forgot the name of the place. Can somebody tell me burger joints in Miami? Foot Rockers is great. Great burgers, Foot Rockers. Can some of you guys tell me luxury burgers from? Can some of you tell me luxury burgers from Miami, please? Five Guys is good. Five Guys is good. Great burger place, Five Guys. Shout out to the chat room. We have somebody from the 405. Shout out to you. Shake Shack. Shake Shack is straight dookie. Straight dookie. Somebody says Flanagan's. You know Flanagan's. I'm just gonna say Jason Kane, man. Jason Kane. I'm gonna say this right now. Okay, look, I'm dark, but I ain't black. I'm dark, but I ain't black. I played poker with a guy he's African American, really black, right? Really black. He hates me, but he loves me. He hates me, but he loves me because I'm the best poker player he's ever met, right? And he told me, he goes, his friend's gonna cook me up some roach hamburgers at Flanagan's if I ever go. I go, how dare you? He goes, you watch. Go to a Flanagan's and have yourself a burger. I'll make sure that my boys, they put some roaches in your burger. Mind you, this is a man that works at Longhorns. The man works at Longhorns. Point of the matter is, don't go to Flanagan's. Flanagan's is Flanagan's is run by a bunch of thugs. Okay, bunch of thugs. Don't go to Flanagan's. If you come to Miami, don't go to Flanagan's. All right, hamburger. We were talking about hamburgers in the chat room. Yeah, Shake Shack. Don't go to Shake Shack. Shake Shack is straight dookie, man. Why is it straight dookie? Just because of the price. It's not even about the flavor. The flavor is even bad, but you're paying like Shake Shack if you come to Miami. Shake Shack is for a skinny girl that wants to have two bites. Okay, luxurious hamburger. If you want luxurious hamburger, go to Shake Shack. It's for a skinny girl that wants two bites, that doesn't want to gain any weight. And usually those two bites are not very good. Go to Popeyes. Now, somebody says Famous Dave's. That sounds amazing. Famous Dave's barbecue burgers. That sounds amazing. You see, I could back that up. If there's a place that does barbecue burgers, I could back that up big time. But going to a place full of thugs, they're ready to serve me some roaches in my burger. Holy Lord, I ain't gonna go to that place. Flanagan's has a lot of thugs, like Trick Daddy cousins. Anyways, over here, Charlotte, I love that name. Charlotte, I love that name, Charlotte. That's a white girl name. Love that name. Charlotte, thank you so much for giving a high five in the chat room. On the stream, we're at $86. Charlotte, thank you so much for putting 100. She believe it. She believe it. Waffle House. Somebody said Waffle House. Look, Waffle House, if you want a sweaty man cooking your food, go to Waffle House. Go to IHOP. I'm never going to go to IHOP ever again. I used to go to IHOP before 2020. I'm never going again to IHOP ever again in my life. All you got is sweaty men cooking your food with sweaty rags next to their shoulders. God knows how much of that sweat goes into that pancake. I'm never going there, and I'm never having a sandwich from none of those two places, Waffle House or IHOP. Oh, by the way, I just want to, just a little 411. Just a little 411. If you really want to lose some weight, I know there's a lot of ladies out here that want to lose some weight. Shout out to all the ladies who want to lose some weight. If you are 250 pounds, if you're 180 pounds, if you are 160 pounds, 150 pounds, and you want to lose weight, ladies, come to Miami. You don't have to get any surgery. You don't have to get any lippy tuck action surgery. All you have to do is one thing. I'm going to give you the cheapest recipe. Spend $20 or $15 at one place and you're going to lose a lot of weight. How much weight can you lose in 1 week? 20 pounds. Okay, all you have to do is come to Miami. Go eat at Pollo Tropical. Make sure to check out the reviews on Pollo Tropical restaurant. There's a famous chicken place here in Miami called Pollo Tropical. I can guarantee you're going to lose weight, but you have to look for the Pollo Tropical that has 2-star ratings. Go for the 2-star rating Pollo Tropicals, and I can guarantee you it's better than the word OZEMPIC. It's better than that. You will have yourself a good meal. After your meal, you will be in the bathroom for about 4 to 5 days. You might have to go to the hospital, but the point of the matter is you will lose 40 to 20 to 50 pounds if you go eating at the dirtiest Pollo Tropical here in Miami. There's a lot of dirty Pollo Tropicals. I don't recommend you guys to have it. Now, back in the days, Pollo Tropical used to be the place, but now it's unsanitary, and they like to leave their sauces open. They like to leave their chicken on the floor open. So for some of you that want to lose, some of you men out here got that belly. You want to lose some weight? Come fly to Miami. Go eat at this place called Pollo Tropical. I can guarantee you will get some salmonella in your lips from that chicken or that sauce, and you will 100% lose some weight. You might not see a six-pack overnight. You might see your ribs. But I will say, some of you, if you want to lose that weight, it's going to be hard. It's going to be a hard thing. You might end up in a hospital. Knock on wood, knock on wood. Let's knock on wood. Let's knock on wood. Let's knock on wood. All right, let's knock on wood. Okay, I hope you guys know that I'm actually telling you about a place called Puerto Rico. Anyways, point of mouth, let's do this. Oh, it's so good. Okay, final review on this. Final review on this. Final review on this. The best still the best. Wow. The best beer, stout beer you ever have in your life. Honestly. The best stout beer you ever have in your life. Somebody that asked, if you just tuned in, we're doing the blue. Brand new, my father. Brand new, my father, blue, 10 out of 10, really good. I'm at a halfway point. Why am I the... It's a big stogie, man. 6x60. 6x60. Total Gordo. Total Gordo. It's a big one. It's a really big one. Really big one. That's what she said. Over here, April in the chat room, she says, crew, we need to take Reaper's shot for Thanksgiving. Wifey, who dad, love you. If you guys need to take a shot, take a shot if you want to. I'm going to put some light on here because it's getting really dark. I want to make sure I don't see any snakes out here, okay? So we're going to put a light on here because I don't want to see any snakes. I don't want to see any snakes out here. Last time I saw some snakes, I picked one up. I don't want to see any snakes, so we're going to... We're going to put the light a little bit higher. I want to make sure you guys don't see any snakes. All right, so I'm going to... I know April Neal loves snakes. Shout out to April Neal. She loves snakes. Hey, Jason Kane. Jason Kane says, congratulations, Jay, on your ranch and that Blanton's Gold and the Trace combo. Good deal. What? He got a Buffalo Trace combo. Let me look in the chat room. Did I miss something? Did I miss that Jay just got a... Did he just get a Buffalo Trace combo? That is amazing if he did. Holy crap. Did he do that? Let me see. Jason Kane, thank you so much for the $20 super chat to wake me up. Sometimes I'm in my zone. Jay, repeat yourself. If you got a combo, let me know you got a combo. Because that's a hell of a combo if you got a combo with Buffalo Trace. If you got a combo with Buffalo Trace and Blanton's Gold, we got our Blanton's Gold right here. I need to open that one up. Would be good. I was planning on opening up Jason Kane. We were planning on opening up a George C. Stagg. We were all planning on opening up the George C. Stagg, and I didn't open up the George C. Stagg because what happened at Thanksgiving? I lost track of time. I know I told some of you that I was going to be streaming on Thanksgiving. I lost track of time. There was 3 football games that day. I made money on one of them, the Packers. The Cowboys played after. And then at night, it was the Ravens versus the Bengals and Thanksgiving. And I was thinking about putting money on the Bengals, but I started falling asleep. So for some of you watching, I just want to let you know, Thanksgiving, my Thanksgiving was, it was beautiful. It was relaxing. I ended up over here. Okay, Jay says in the chat room, Blanton's gold pick and a buff pick for 209. Ah, that's amazing. So that means $70. So that's what is it? 170, 170 with tax. That's a good deal, man. You're paying tax too. So 209. That's amazing, amazing. So you paid basically $30 for the Buffalo Trace, which is really good. $26.99 is usually the price of the Buffalo Trace. But if it's a store pick, that's amazing. You did a hell of a deal. 209 is insane. I'm paying for these Blantons, 225 for those Blantons here in Miami. So that's a hell of a deal. My suggestion, Jay, tomorrow if you can, Jay, go back and just buy another one of these. But my suggestion, another suggestion, when you get home, okay, another suggestion, when you get home, pop it open. Okay, when you get home, pop it open. See how much you like it. All right? See how much you like it. If you really like it, you know what time it is. If you know what time it is, yes, you know what time it is. Win number one. If you really like it, go back tomorrow. And the beautiful thing is, Jay, people don't got money right now. They don't got money right now to be buying a lot of stuff. So you should be well off, right? You can buy Pokemon cards. You can buy whiskey. Right? You can like whiskey. You can buy whiskey. Man, this is really insane. Really nice. I need to fix this. You see this? Let's fix this. That's how you fix that. You saw what I did? That's how you fix that. And you just let the wrapper roll. Jay says they had so many sitting behind us. I'll probably go back every day until they're gone. Jay, you are in luck. There's not many people that know about that if they're sitting back there. And again, there's a lot of people that don't have money. The best whiskey you can get with the Blantons is that Blantons. But if you don't like tobacco, woof. If you don't like tobacco, woof. I don't know what to tell you. If you don't like tobacco, shout out to Jason Kane, by the way. Shout out to Jason Kane for holding down on the stream we're at. We're at $108. $108. I think at the beginning of the stream, somebody said at the beginning of the stream, 5 seconds at the beginning of the stream, I think I had said something about shout out to the chat room. Or I said at the beginning of the stream today, I think I said my ass was itchy. I think that's what I said at the beginning of the stream. I think I said my ass was itchy. So somebody in the chat room said in the 5 seconds that I started the stream was hilarious. Yeah, guess what? Thanksgiving was a couple of days ago, right? Over here. Shout out to all of you. Let's do this over here. Oof. It's insane. I tried to retro hail and it went through my eye. Beautiful. I am getting a little bit, just a faint bit of chocolate. By the way, if you haven't subscribe here in the corner. I know many of you ladies haven't subscribed. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't lose the channel. I'm sitting down and I'm having myself an expensive $50 beer. Vanderbilt, Vanderbilt, if they win today, they deserve to be in the playoffs. But I don't think they're going to be in the playoffs. Texas Longhorns, I believe they should be in the playoffs. Yes, this beer is $50. I believe the Texas Longhorns should be in the playoffs. But Texas Tech is the best team from Texas. So what does it matter if they go in the playoffs? Right? Again, I'm just going to say this for some of you. If you just tuned in, okay? Best beer you can buy. And again, we have to give a huge shout out to what Heaven Hill has done. There you go. What Heaven Hill has done by using the bottle and bond whiskey barrels. You see that whiskey in the back? Huge shout outs to Goose Island for picking out those used up whiskey barrels from Heaven Hill and putting it into their beer. Now, what does that do? It does everything. It does everything to this beer. It's a perfect beer, 10 out of 10. It's a perfect stout beer. And I can't explain to you how good this is. Has to be better than the Samuel Adams Utopia. If you don't know, Samuel Adams has a beer that they release that supposedly they finish it up in Scotch whiskey barrels. I don't remember if they still do that. But I remember that Samuel Adams used to release a beer that was like $100, and then it went up to $200. I had the opportunity when it first came out for $100 to buy it. Beautiful glass. Not beautiful glass, beautiful bottle. I never ended up buying it back in the days. I think back in the days was like before YouTube. Before YouTube started, I think it was like 2016, 2015, around there. I never ended up buying it back in the days, but I remember trying it one time, and for a beer, paying $100 for a beer, once you pop it open, that's it. You can't retrieve all that carbonation, right? So I'm just gonna say is I didn't buy it, and I wouldn't suggest any of you to buy it. Shout out to Jason Kane. Shout out to Jay in his chat room. They got the wrench. Who dat? Shout out to Who dat. This is honestly really good. I can't even. 2025. This is one of the best years of my life. 2025. I've always thought that 2025 was going to be one of the best years, and I think so. It's a great year. It's a perfect number too. We're going to put this over here just so you guys see. And let me tell you some notes. On this that I'm getting midway. Retrohaling, I'm getting a little bit more of woody notes on this. A little bit more woody notes. Shout out to Jason Kane. Let me tell you exactly what this tastes. By the way, Jason Kane, this is a thicker boy. A thicker boy. 6x60. This is the biggest version of the blue, my father. So for some of you, this is the biggest stogie that they put out for my father blend. On the min note over here that I'm having, I still get a nice cinnamon, but it has a tone of a little bit of almost espresso, dark, not super dark chocolate, almost like milky chocolate. Brown sugar is one of the things that's keeping this sweet throughout the whole profile of this darn thing. Also, not only that, this has a little bit of a peanut note. It gives it a saltiness that, honestly, through the whole stick, I still have the saltiness on here that I can taste. A little bit of nuttiness on here. If you're probably wondering what kind of nuttiness you think is a hazelnut, no, it's not hazelnut. Just regular, almost like a peanut, almost like ballpark peanut. Very nice, almost like you have a shell in your mouth. It has a little bit of saltiness. And then it does layer out. I just top this. It does layer out, and it's honestly really good. It does layer out and just give you just the beginning sweetness. Honestly, it's really good. I'm gonna have to take off this wrap, this label, this band. Let's take off this band because it's gonna burn up. Got to take off the band. Vanderbilt. Shout out to Tennessee. Shout out to Tennessee. Vanderbilt 31, Tennessee. What is it, Tennessee? Is it what's the score? Tennessee. Okay, Vanderbilt 31 and Tennessee is 21. Shout out to Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, they are in Nashville. Vanderbilt from Nashville. Shout out to Vanderbilt. One of the best quarterbacks. Heisman quarterback. His name is Diego. Today, I had to deal with a Diego today. Man. I've never met a Diego in my life that I liked. If his name is spelled out Diego, I've never met I've never met a Dago in my life that I've liked. They're all like all the Dagos I've ever met in my life here in Miami, they're all like their noses are hitting the roof. I don't know what the hell they think they are, like an Argentinian. Oh, here, let's do this one more time. Wow. Just a mix. The mix here is so good. By the way, look at this beer. Do you see what I'm doing with this beer? On the stream right now, 102 minutes. Look at this beer. You can't go fast on this beer. You gotta go slow. Shout out to Jason Kane. So Jason Kane, do I recommend this beer for you? It has to be a special event, Jason Kane. Jason Kane has to be a special event. All right. Notes on this one. You're gonna get the oak. You're going to get the oak of the Heaven Hill. You're going to get that cherry note on there of the Heaven Hill that the Heaven Hill has. And another thing that Heaven Hill gives off, that this has, it almost has like a sweet oak. Nice, beautiful oak that it just transitions into this beer. And it makes this perfect. The best beer, stout beer you can have out there. And again, you have to like chocolate notes. You have to like chocolate notes. You have to like bourbon notes. You have to like cinnamon notes. You have to like molasses notes. You have to like almost like milk chocolate, but not milk chocolate. Almost like a rich espresso with chocolate. You know what this reminds me of? Let me tell you what this reminds me of. You ever seen on like Instagram? There's dudes or women with ugly booties or big booties. They got ugly lips and nice eyes. That's all they got, nice eyes. But they got, anyways. Point of the matter is, they fill up their espresso, right? And it has like a logo or an emblem on the espresso top or whatever. And then they put a chocolate on top of it. Right? They put a chocolate. They put like a special chocolate, like a Colombian chocolate or something, right? And then after that, they put extra coffee on top of it, and the chocolate melts onto their coffee. It's almost as rich as that. It's almost like a rich take on that. Let's check this out. Ah, man. I can't explain to you how good this is. And then it gives you like on the back end, it gives you almost like a caramel, like a little caramel on there. One thing I don't find on this one that you're usually supposed to find is like a vanilla. Maybe I'm not finding vanilla on here because maybe it just doesn't have vanilla. Maybe because I'm doing the stogie and most of the cinnamon on this stogie is just taking over some of those flavors that maybe I'm supposed to find, but I'm satisfied with that. It's the number one style beer in the world. I'm just going to say right now, 10 out of 10, 20 out of 20, 100 out of 100. But with this, man, wow. One thing I'd advise for some of you, okay, 17.4% ABV. 17.4% ABV. I'll get Reaper to do it. Okay, here we go. I'm going to do this right now. What are you guys doing in the chat room? Because I can't do shots of this. I can't do shots of this at all. unless somebody else sends like a big pink super chat, I can't do I can't do a shot. I can't do a shot of this. I can't drink. I can't take a shot of this. I can't take a shot out of this. Over here, Jay says, Mods are taking a shot, Reaper. Count us down, count us down. I'll count you down, but I can't take a shot because this is honestly, it is so strong. It's almost like a. I was going to give a you shout out to the French over there, the French that do those wines, so Bordeaux. Look, if you guys want to send a big super chat, maybe I might do a shot, or maybe I might impress you with a whiskey. I'll impress you with a whiskey, maybe. Right now, I'm going to give you guys a countdown because right now, I'm chilling. Here we go. Let's light this up one time, and I'm going to give you a shout out, okay? All right, let me give you a countdown for some of you. Let me know when you guys have that shot ready. Maybe I might do the shot of this. Over here, April Neal's sending straight dookie. Straight dookie. You guys, for some of you that don't know women, like April, they don't dookie out brown dookie. They dookie out panda dookie, like yellow dookie. That's why she's sending yellow dookie in the chat room. Here we go. Let me give you a countdown. I'll take a shot of this, okay? That's what I'll do. I'll take a shot of this. Okay, here we go. Let's count down from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. The drink is up. Satisfied officially. Send it $20 super chat. Let me read the super chat. $20 Reaper. Let's go. Almost bought one of those $40, but couldn't convince the wallet. You wild. Let's drink this up. Cheers, all of you. Let's take a shot. Satisfied, that's why you have me satisfied. Satisfied, that's why you have me. So, satisfied, officially with $20 super chat. Look at how much I drank of this. Look at how much I drank of this, satisfied. Okay, let me help out satisfied. This is the best beer you can ever buy. I paid $50 for this one. It came out to 47. It came out to 47 something. I wanted to review it for all of you to see if it's worth it. Okay? If I take the loss, you guys don't take the loss. But here's the thing. I'm not taking a loss because this is the best stout. It's the best stout beer you can ever have in your life. Okay, let me repeat again. Satisfied. Satisfied. This is the best stout beer you can ever have in your life. If you like this whiskey, or if you like what Heaven Hill does to their products, like Elijah Craig, Larceny, if you like this one in general, I'm just going to say this, if you like that one in general, you will have a little bit of a nuance thing to it, and so good. Let me pour. 17.4% ABV. The best. I'm gonna have to buy backup, and I'm probably gonna buy a couple of them. Maybe the most I'm gonna buy of these is 4. 4 is three. 3 is the most I'm gonna buy of this. They're a little bit expensive, but satisfied. You have to like the notes that I gave you. You can go rewatch this stream and see my first impression. It is worth every penny. But you can only have it on a certain special day. Okay, a certain special day you can have this. And for some of you, I know that some of you want to know my review. So you can save money. This is worth every penny. If this was $10, I would buy $200 worth of this. If it was $10, I would buy $200 worth of this. If it was 20 bucks a piece, if it was 20 bucks a piece, I would buy $120 worth of this. But since it's 50 bucks, 40 bucks, right, with tax coming out to 47, I can only buy three of them. I don't plan on buying any more. Three of them back up. I'm gonna buy. This is so good, man. But you can only take it out on special occasions. All right, who that? All right, Satisfied. All right, Farm Kitty. All right, Jesse Kane. All right, AM. All right, Jay in the chat room. Let's drink some. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? Oh, man. Reaper Crew, you know what time it is? Look at that dial, man. Well, number one, it's 6:25. That's crazy. 6:25. November 29th. Let me clean this. I haven't drank water on the stream yet. Are the Miami Dolphins going to be the big game that I'm going to be watching tomorrow and betting big? Am I going to put $1,500 or $2,000 on the Miami Dolphins tomorrow against the New York Saints? Maybe. Over here, Jay in the chat room. By the way, Satisfied? I hope you officially... Okay. By the way, we have two different waters. Water number one. I haven't drank any water. Why haven't I drank water? Because water takes away the flavor that I have in my mouth. You know, some men like to lick bush, and some men don't like to lick bush. I am one of those men that don't like to lick nothing except whiskey and stogies. So for some of you ladies, I don't like Nutella. I don't like 69 because I don't like Nutella, okay? Straight up what I'm going to say. Satisfied here says, had to give away a bunch of bottles to my nephew to make space for more. Shout out to Satisfied. That's a good one. Jay says, serious question. As a cigar newbie, are you supposed to take the wrapper off and smoke it all the way down or stop on the wrapper? Okay, you just take off the wrapper. Only reason why I have the wrapper on the show, which is the band, you're talking about the band, right? Only reason why I have the band on the show is for the people to know what I'm doing. Okay, I need everybody to know what I'm doing, so that I keep the band on. All right. April Neal says, Reaper's so boring he don't like. Reaper's so in the chat room. April says, Reaper's so boring he doesn't like 69 because he doesn't like Nutella. He doesn't like Nutella on his nose and he doesn't like it on his tongue. I don't like Nutella, man. I don't like Nutella. Well, I can have Nutella. I don't mind Nutella, but I don't like Nutella on my nose or my lips. I feel like it's boring. It's like sticky and boring. Red Velvet. I liked Red Velvet for a year, and then Red Velvet to me was a waste of my time after that year. So many people gave me Red Velvet as cakes, and to this day, I don't like Red Velvet anymore. Beautiful. So any of you that do 69, any of you that do like 69 and you like the Nutella taste, cheers to you. Let's drink this up for you. Over here, Satisfied. Dude, the Reaper Stick was a hit at the recent bottle share. Super tasty. I told you, well done. Thank you so much, Satisfied. I talked about that stick recently And for you, Satisfied, I want to give you a shout out to Satisfied. Shout out to Satisfied. He has a lot of my Reaper sticks. Every time you send a $100 super chat on a show, a red super chat, you can have the ability to get any of my stogies. The stogie that I did this week was one of the ones that Satisfied was talking about in the chat room. He said he gave it to a lot of friends and it was a hit. It's really good. It's really nice. But the thing is, in the morning, if you don't have breakfast and you have it with coffee, because I had coffee the other day with my own stick, as I was doing groceries, this is some of my leftover coffee. The other day I got a little bit dizzy going to the grocery store and I stopped, Satisfied, I stopped at a BK. BK represents Burger King. And I never go to Burger King, I order a number 2. Order number 2. Shout out to all of you that love number 2. I know his point of the matter is, I ordered number 2. It was a Texas Whopper, I believe, or a Texas grilled hamburger. I don't know what it is. But I ordered number 2. It was one of the best burgers I've had in 2025. Other than my own burger. As a matter of fact, next week, I'm going to make some burgers. What about that? I want to make some burgers next week. I'm going to make some burgers next week. I'm hungry. I'm just hungry for burgers, man. Can I make a better burger than that Burger King? Of course I can. Of course I can. I want to make some I'm going to make some burgers. Sliders. No, we're not going to make sliders, Jay. I'm going to make real burger. Real burger. Next week. Somebody says make some ribs. I'm not about ribs, man. Lately, last 2 times that I visited my parents, they wanted to give me a rack of ribs. I told them, no, I don't want ribs. They wanted to give me a free rack of ribs. Thanksgiving, I went to go see my parents on Thanksgiving. They still have the rack of ribs in their refrigerator. Their freezer. There's something about ribs lately. I just haven't wanted ribs. I can make some amazing ribs, but I can't have sweet titties. I can't have sweet titties every day. If you have sweet titties every day, you're just not going to want it anymore. You know what I'm talking about, gentlemen? If you have sweet titties every day, there's going to be a time that you're just not going to want any more sweet titties. Shout out to April. Sending the Dookie in the chat room. All right, for all of you, I think this is the end of the stream. For all of you watching, this is going to be the end of the stream. Look, you guys are amazing. We have done an amazing job on this beer. It's fantastic. The stogie is fantastic. Everything's good. Okay, Jay, thank you so much. New Ranch, Jay, for all of you, who that, everybody on the stream, $142, $141 on the stream. Huge appreciation to all of you. Today's Saturday. We're going to end this poll, the chat room that I have going. And for all of you, we're going to end the stream right now. Is this the best stout beer you can ever buy? Psh, of course. One of the best you could buy. Probably the best. Over here, Jay. $5 super champ, holiday shot for the mods. Here we go. Shout out to all of you. Let's do this one shot right here. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Wow. For all of you, make sure don't lick any booty. Some of you, I know you guys like Nutella. Never lick booty. You will regret it. For all of you watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, shout out to Jay, shout out to Jason Kane, shout out to Satisfied, shout out to April, shout out to all of you that send super chats, and Farm Kitty, thank you so much for holding down. April, thank you so much. AM for all of you, Jason Kane, Satisfied, Jay, all of you. Thank you everybody for sending super chats on the stream. You guys are amazing. $146 on the stream on a Saturday is beautiful. Get yourself this beer, Goose Island. Real good. The company's not telling me to do this. And for some of you watching, I paid big bucks for this. Do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, use mouthwash if you eat cake. For all of you want mouthwash ain't gonna help you out when you got some allergies on peanuts. You guys are amazing. Huge shout out to the USA, U.S. Marines, U.S. Army, U.S. Navy, U.S. Air Force, and the U.S. Space Force, battling the aliens over there on the moon. Don't forget, try number 2 in Burger King. I'm never gonna have it again, but I want to have it again. Maybe next week I might try it one more time before I make my hamburger. You guys are awesome. Jason Kane, Jay, Satisfied, Farm Kitty, April, Neil, all of you. Thank you, everybody, for making this stream amazing. And that's a wrap. This review is official. You guys are awesome. Get yourself this. And if you haven't already learned, Blanton's Gold, it is the thing if you get it for a good price. Shout out to Jay for getting that one for a good price. For all of you watching, Reaper officially signing out. I'm going to watch the Alabama game. Yes, yes. Alabama, Auburn. Who's going to win? If Alabama loses, Texas Longhorns are in the playoffs. For all of you watching, you guys are awesome. Thank you for tuning in. Reaper, shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to Who Dat. Shout out to Who Dat. Thank you so much, Who Dat, on the stream. All of you are awesome. But I'm going to have to end the stream. I'll see you all soon. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. Reaper officially sign out. Buy some Pokemon cards. I'll see you soon. Reaper sign out. I see you, Jason Kane. I see you, April. I see you all soon. Jay, I see you.